Hi guys. Um, Today I thought I would do a little bit of a live post. Please forgive the noise in the background. I have children, dogs, hamsters. We have a farm in the city. It's wonderful. Um, but here's the deal. A lot of you who know me know that I post about mental health. Mental health is huge to me. I am a mental health patient, which makes me also a mental health care advocate. And we are out to hashtag end the stigma. Um, but I wanted to talk to y'all today because several people have hit me up and asked me for advice on just having mental health in a marriage, having mental health as a mom, just in life. And so today is going to be my first post, so we're gonna go through this together. We're gonna do this together. I wrote down 10 things that I want to talk about and give you advice about that I wish somebody had given me, because it would have made the transition into getting the diagnosis, into getting treatment and understanding what it was about a lot easier for me. It wouldn't have been so traumatic. I wouldn't have had some of the harsher feelings that I had. So, let's get started. Advice. First, I guess we should start with my diagnosis. I will give you my full diagnosis. I'm a bipolar disorder 1, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, OCD, which is overcompulsive disorder, severe anxiety, severe depression with suicidal intentions. That is what is my full diagnosis. It is medical. No, I am not ashamed, but that is why I'm posting this. So when I got this diagnosis, I felt overwhelmed. I was sitting in a psychiatrist's office with a psychiatrist and a therapist, and I was alone, and I was scared. And they gave me this diagnosis. They said, you're going to need a therapist, and you're going to need medication, and this is the way it's going to go. And it all was just such a whirlwind with inpatient, outpatient, this can happen, that can happen. And I felt like I was more lost when I left the doctor's appointment than I was coming in. So here's the advice I wish somebody would have given me. Number 1, find you a good therapist. What makes a good therapist? A good therapist is a person that you can sit down with and share with, that is patient with you, that treats you as an individual, that treats your diseases individually and how they affect you. Someone that you feel safe with. That is a good therapist. It's not always a rating. Sometimes you just need to do your research. Go in and meet with them. Before I changed my therapist for the first time, we went and sat at different therapist offices and seen how their offices were ran before I even decided to make an appointment to even talk to anyone when it was time to switch my therapist over. So find you a good therapist. Along with a good therapist, find a great psychiatrist. Now, your therapist is not going to prescribe you medication. If you need medication, your psychiatrist will provide you your medications. You meet with them ever so often. You do labs. They make sure that the meds are working. If they put you on medication and the medication is not helping, or it's helping, but they're still, you know that you could feel a little better, call them. That's why they're there. My therapist and my psychiatrist know me by name. They got a nickname for me. They call Miss Bethy, how are you? They know me. I'm not afraid to call and ask, because this is medication I'm putting in my body to make my mind do better than what it was when I was coming in. Let's find a psychiatrist you trust. 3, build you a support team. Find the people that you hang on to the most, and you set them down, and you tell them, I need you to be my support team, and it's going to be hard. And those days that were bad and those days that are rough, we now know why I'm having them. And this is why. And this isn't just me having to do things. There are going to have to be changes y'all have to make around me also. This is a group effort. This is a team. And with your support team, oh my gosh, make sure that you can call them at any time of day or night. If you're a mom and the baby's crying and there's no reason for the baby to be crying and your mind is just going and you feel like you're just like, have a phone number to call. Call them. I need someone to come sit with the baby. I need to step outside. The baby won't quit crying. I'm not well. Have a support team. If you have older children, send them to their rooms. I have a 13-year-old. Go to your room. You're done. You've pushed me over the edge, and I'm not going to let you trigger me into a bipolar rage to where I'm going to get upset. I'm going to shut him. No, go to your room. If you have older children, send them to your room. If it's a beautiful day outside, send them outside. Take their phones. It's a wonderful thing. But get you a support team. It doesn't have to be large. You don't have to tell anybody else what's going on in your life. It took me a long time to become very vocal about what's wrong with me. Some people never do. But just reaching out and letting people know that, hey, I'm trying, so I need you to try with me. Get you a support team. If you have a spouse, spouses. Hugs and kisses on the head works miracles on bad days. There are days that nothing you say or do is going to make anything okay for the person that is sick. But no, as their spouse, you just being there and your love is doing more than you'll ever know. Number 4, medications. Take your medication. Take it as directed. If you notice you're not feeling well on it, immediately notify your doctor. If you notice it's helping, don't change it. Don't miss your doses. This medications that they put you on are to be set for several hours, so that way they continually work. That you don't get to say, oh, I'm going to take one at 5 and this and at 4. I don't give it time like that. No, you need, if it says 1 in the morning, 1 at night, you need to make sure they're 12 hours apart, because that's how long they should last then. So make sure you're taking your medications properly. When you take your medication and you feel better, remember, it is the medication making you better. Do not come off your meds. We have a bad tendency of coming off our meds thinking, well, I'm feeling better, so I must not need them. No, you're feeling better because you have the medication. The medication is what's making you better. If you quit the medication, you're going to fall back to square one. And wherever that may be for you, none of us want to see you there. So please take your medication and do it right. I guess number 5 and 6, what I want to talk to you about, they really go inside together. Foods and exercise. Mental health. What you put into your body, into your brain, and somehow you're feeding your body can also play a big role on the chemicals in your brain and throughout your body. I eat a lot of fresh vegetables. I don't eat a lot of prepackaged foods, processed foods, because I know that with bipolar disorder, much less bipolar disorder 1, you will forget. I am very forgetful. I have notepads everywhere. As a matter of fact, we've got pink, blue. I've got my little bones ones. Got notepads because I forget everything. But write down what foods you're eating. If spaghetti makes you feel heavy and drained and done, and it mentally drains you, then don't eat it. Eat more salads. Instead of mashed potatoes, eat cauliflower mashed potatoes. Find different substitutes for fresher foods to put in your body. It really will help your mind and your body feel a lot better, a lot more energized. So that way, if you are having a bad day, you're getting your medication, you're getting good foods. So we're doing the best we can, and then exercise. I tell people all the time, I didn't think the exercise was going to help because you just want me to be healthy. And that's what a lot of us believe. No, let me tell you what, I no longer exercise to be healthy. I exercise for this health because I can work out so much of the racing thoughts. I can work out so much of the built up anger and the built up frustration. And I can really, when I'm out for an hour walk and I'm walking, I'm not I'm walking. I can evaluate things. One of the things with bipolar disorder is the racing thoughts, and sometimes you don't feel like you can stay caught up with them. Walking at a fast pace for a good amount of time will help you sort things out. Walk out, run out those thoughts, outrun the disease. That's what I do. I walk until I am tired. What all that does is it now has released all those toxins from my anger and my frustration and my mania. And good toxins are now coming back in from, or good toxins, from the air and just fresh water you're putting in your body, things like that. So that's really important. Number 7. I don't have mine. It's behind me. Because I had a Social Security appointment this morning. A safety plan. You need to have a safety plan. What happens if? And you need to write on that safety plan who to call in a case of an emergency. Work numbers, phone numbers. What do you do if you get sad? What do you do if you start feeling suicidal? What do you do if you are in the middle of public and you have an anxiety attack and you can no longer handle it? You need to have a safety plan, and you need to find coping skills and techniques that will help you. And as I post more on these things, I'm going to go into more coping skills that I've learned and stuff. But today I just wanted to really give some basic advice. So have a safety plan. Fresh water with you, medications on you, anything like that. Number 8 and 9, so very important. They go together daily. Find time every day for just you. I don't care if it's 30 minutes, no less than 30 minutes. You can't take 15 minutes. No, you need to take 30 minutes, and you need to find a spot. I don't care where it is. I love my bed when the light is out and it's fresh made and it's clean, and you get in there and you lay on it and you can just breathe. I take that 30 minutes and I just inhale, and I try not to think I do my best, but I surround myself with scents that I love. Like, it's got all the smells from my shampoos, my conditioners, and, my bedroom smells. And I find them relaxing. I have stress relief lotions, stress relief candles. And I'll get into that later on, brands that I use that are really therapeutic, that I really enjoy. And then during that time, you can meditate, read, listen to music. Take that 30 minutes for you. Journal. Take another 30 minutes. So altogether, you're going to take an hour out of your day. The next 30 minutes, you need to journal. Do self-help books. find things about you that's going to get you through, that's going to teach you at home just as much as you're getting out of therapy with your therapist, because it's all going to coincide. All this is going to, you've got to work outside of the doctor's office just as much as you got to work inside the office. Number 10. I am 37 years old, and I still struggle with number 10. My therapist gets on to me all the time when I have to think about the answer to this question. Take one day off a week, no matter what you do. I'm not saying Sundays because it's family day. Take a day off. Take a mental health day. If you have small children, find someone to watch your child. If you have older children, make plans for them to go somewhere. Take yourself, if you don't want to leave the house, make yourself a cup of coffee. Put on a great movie. I love The Secret Lives of Bees. That gives me a good cry. Got my coffee, my tear, and we just boo-hoo it out. But I take a day to me. No husband duty, no mom duty, no dog duty. I said duty. No hamster duty. No kitchen duty, no bathroom. I take a day off, and that's what you have to do. The last thing I want to share today with you guys is something that my therapist has pounded into my head. And I'm going to do it in front of you to show you that I do it. But this is something you need to do. I carry a magic marker with me wherever I go. And I always have sticky notes. You only have to live this day one time. So, on your little sticky note that you're going to find today or tomorrow, I want you to put you only have to live today once. Period. And you're going to find somewhere in your house, somewhere that you see every day. Every day. I homeschool, so it's in my classroom with my daughter. It's on my refrigerator. It's everywhere. You only have to live today once. So if today is that bad, remember this. And after everything else today, what I'm going to end with, what I'm going to tell you to do best is find that faith, that small mustard seed of faith, and hold on. And when you hold on to that, God will always be there. And I will talk to you guys later.